Hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern. We're excited to be back at the table with you all this evening. But before we get into all that, we've got a short bit of announcements and channel updates for you. First, channel updates. Hey, we're just 25 subs away from 100. That's freaking huge. And we're so excited to hit those triple digits. And to commemorate that milestone, we'll be holding a special level 21 shot based on the infamous Australian Emu War. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, share it with your friends, spread the word, and hey, thanks for watching. Week after week, we could not do this without you. And I mean that. Speaking of content, hey, content, it's awesome. We've got tons of it for you. As always, the HeckRazors will continue their journey. But keep your eyes peeled. We've got Spellbound launching soon. A more flippant campaign setting than Abhaile, featuring amazing locales like the Rule 30 Forest, and populated with wacky and wild threats from the deep, dark reaches of Pixel's imagination. And if you've come to love Abhaile, fear not, we're also looking out for you and cooking something up awesome. We're currently shooting a prequel miniseries right now, set in the distant past, so keep your eyes peeled for The Shadows of Eloria, coming very soon. And hey, speaking of HeckRazors, check out our new art for Jet, our crotchety old kobold rogue. If you dig this or any of our other art, check out Tommy Thornberry. You can find his info linked in the description below, as well as a link to our merch store. You begin in a gift shop, where you can check out HeckRazors shirts, hoodies, stickers, and more. We're constantly adding new pieces, so check it out today. Finally, let's talk about Patreon. We're doing it. We've kind of been quietly doing it for the last month or so, and it's time to talk about it out loud. If you'd like to support us directly, Patreon's not a bad way to do it. In exchange for your support, we've got behind-the-scenes bloopers and goofs from our pregame and our break time edits, as well as art, stat blocks, maps, and other assets to help you run your own games. And we're adding more to Patreon as we grow. So if you'd like to support us, check out our Patreon, linked in the description below. And if you're only able to support us by watching, we are 100% cool with that as well. Alright, that's all of the updates and news that we have for you this evening, I think. So, one last thing. Real quick. Hey, go check out Impassable Creations. They're makers of beautiful, soft, floofy ice bags, awesome initiative trackers, stickers, and other cool things to keep your games comfy and cozy. They're a super awesome company, and they've helped us out a ton. And hey, if you see something that you like, why not use code ybit24 at checkout for 10% off your order? It'd be dope. But now, I believe it's time to dive in once more to the legends of Abhaile. Okay, so when last we left off, the HeckRazors, minus Vargo, gussied up a bit, changed their hair, used some magics, and made their way from the somewhat cramped seaside cottage of Jet into the nascent port city of Takkor Harbor. Jet put machinations in place to get some of Maya's guardsmen sauced up in the Undertow Tavern and Inn, and the group also mingled with some locals, meeting Johnny Rail, a burly Austrian and proprietor of the Arms of the Empire, which is a newly constructed forge and weapon shop. They also met with Bucalia Hallsworth, who is the owner of the local general goods shop. Both of these individuals were able to provide the group with several leads, mostly stemming from the unruly guards who've taken to terrorizing the townsfolk on the down low. There's still an air of, if you guys remember, Corvin tried to do the old reverse psychology on Bucalia and didn't really work out. Everybody's a little bit afraid of Maya and the guards. Everybody's just a little bit on edge, but putting on airs and making the best of their situation as they work on building the town up. It's currently about mid-afternoon for you guys. So real quick, I want to snap back to the cottage of Mr. Jet, where Vargo's hanging out with the little Shelkin buddy. What you been doing for the day, Vargo? I kind of figured you were out late and needed a little snooze. What you up to this fine day, as you've now woken up?
Probably just kind of lounging around, setting him on his back and spinning him around on his shell.
Hell yeah.
I like to imagine he has fun doing that.
I mean, he's not going to stop you, right? I do want to...
Only clockwise, not counterclockwise. You spin him counterclockwise, little things start to pop off of his back. Oh, don't feed him after midnight and don't get him wet.
I think we've gotten him wet a few times.
Two days ago, Rich was convinced that he was a amphibian. So, anywho, though,
I think he's a mogwai.
Don't we all?
Just a little bit before what we're going to call current time, so maybe 30 minutes back. Vargo, while you're kind of just on the down low, hanging out in the cottage, enjoying some the nice sound of the ocean waves lapping against the shores. You want to make me a perception check?
21.
21 is pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. It is a beach, so sand does a pretty darn good job of muffling a lot of footsteps, but Jet's got a decent little porch to his residence, and you pick up the unmistakable sound of light footprints on the wood out front of Jet's front door.
Yeah, I'd probably try to sneakily poke my head out. See who's there.
Okay, roll me a
still,
stealth. Yeah, roll me a stealth check, sir. With advantage, you are inside of a residence. I don't know that we even need to. That's the 27. You are.
You're probably still a bit nervous about being in town again.
Yeah, for sure. Peeking out the window, you kind of. Well, I mean, you're a little caught off guard to see a woman walking up the front towards the door. She's tall, pale-skinned, with blonde hair and a tight bun on her head, wearing a dark, long dress. And she goes to reach her hand up to knock on the door. Vargo, you've seen her before, just last night.
Oh.
Sorry, who is this?
Uh,
I don't. Out of character, I don't know if I recall the description.
This is the elven female who was meeting with Maya.
Oh.
Oh.
Awkward.
She's the one that we got the sword from?
No. This is the
Yeah,
this is the one that you thought might have been a member of the commission.
When we went skulking that one time.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't immediately attack.
She didn't look very friendly.
She's not here in any And as a matter of fact, because this is kind of a quick, bam, 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 she actually does indeed knock on the door, not forcefully, just very politely and, matter-of-factly. And then you hear a moment later, you hear, "Hello, I'm looking for a small kobold, the owner of this property."
Yeah. I'm gonna toss on. Can I? Yeah, I'll disguise self myself as a slightly larger jet.
Well,
Yes.
how tall is Vargo? Out of curiosity.
About that tall.
I don't know where it's at on this sheet, but
There's,
he's like 6 feet at least.
Oh,
Hey,
well then that's a 5-foot kobold.
heck yeah.
So a dragonborn.
Just a really little one.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Heck yeah, you disguise self into a
Yeah.
fair
Just-
approximation.
Just stick your head out the door. They don't need to see
Yeah,
what they're
I'm just
standing
gonna do my best jet impression.
Bend your knees and stick your head
Yeah. Hey, what's going on out there?
Oh, you're home. Okay. Wow, this is. I was not expecting this. We've tried several times to reach you, and every single time we knock and nothing happens. Hi. How are
I
you?
like to imagine there was that one instance where a bottle got thrown outside. Go away.
It could be worse. What do you want?
My name is Ramilda
Sounds like
Shaw, and I am a representative of what the Onstrian people call the Commission, and we would very much like to make an offer on your property.
What kind of offer?
Substantial monetary offer, as your location here is some of the most prime beachfront that is undeveloped in proximity to the new city.
Are we using gold here now? I
Um,
thought they traded everything here.
Well, the islanders do like to trade a lot of things. We at the Commission like to use a lot of gold.
So what's your offer?
Roll me a, let's call it a persuasion check. With advantage, because you're Jet right now.
As far as she knows.
I'm
It's
still
gonna
not
be
good
really
at persuasion.
tripped up when the actual
gotcha.
one's significantly shorter.
Alright, that was a 17.
I got you. We are prepared to offer you a sum of 80,000 gold pieces for your property.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Now, I understand that you've probably been getting many offers from many people. This is not a firm number. We are more than willing to negotiate.
Make it 150 and I get mineral rights.
She goes to agree, and then you say mineral rights, and she puts a finger up and puts it to her lips, and she's like, "That is a fair request. You are a much more astute haggler than I've given you credit for. That is my apologies, my great many apologies. I will have to run this by my superiors back in Onstria. If you'd allow me, I will come back tomorrow and hopefully have a finalized offer for you."
You better bring me some good booze, too.
Vargo's my new favorite.
I think we can make an arrangement.
Vargo's my new favorite.
Well, I don't want to inconvenience you anymore. I thank you for your hospitality, or lack thereof. I wish you good day. And she turns immediately and just beelines it back to the city. Hey,
Oh my
Shut
god,
the
that
door
is
and-
amazing.
prime real estate, baby.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
So fucking random ass shack.
I'll make sure that she left and then remove disguise self. And did the party they told me what they were doing when they left, I
Yeah.
assume?
Yeah, they left a note.
Actually-
I think.
How long's disguise self for? 1 hour. I'm just gonna go out in disguise self, actually.
Hell yeah, I dig it.
Okay.
I feel like Jet's probably less likely to get arrested than I am.
I'm the
Just
real
for
Chet. No,
existing.
I'm the real Chet.
Actually, this is better for me.
This is so good. Heck yeah.
You are.
Do you want to make me a just a survival check, Mr. Vargo, to see if we can, in short work,
12.
12. Heck yeah. I'd say it takes a few minutes. It takes a few minutes to make sure that she's good and gone, and then you kind of scurry your way out. And you know, it's an apprehensive first step into the city, especially in the middle of the day when it's quite bustling. But you make your way along, and let's see here. Roll me a perception check. This was something that you're good at.
Not tonight.
Oof. God damn.
Hey, it's not that big of a deal. It is a. I was going to say Scylla is a genuine gem when it comes to finding your friends in a party or in a crowd, but Scylla's currently a little bit different, I think, as well. But all things considered, you do your eyes, as you're kind of like making your way through the crowds, your eyes kind of catch sight of a large guy, broad-shouldered, standing a good foot higher than every single person around him. And the people around him, in this case, actually would include Shalla, Jet, and Corvin.
Oh yeah, if I recognize them, I'll probably try to slip over to them.
Cool. All right, so I'll say everybody's gathered back up right around, say, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon-ish.
Ah. Oh, I was heading over to that lady's house.
That is correct.
Oh.
That's this was like a little bit of a train going from the front of this building here, which was Bucky's
I like to
General
imagine we
Goods.
walk out, I see my own face, and it's just like, what? What? What?
Hey, I sold your house. Sorry.
How much did you get for it?
120,000.
I slap him on the leg. That's my boy. You know, that it makes. I'll let it slide this time, but please don't use my face in public. I'm saying this less for my sake and more for yours. There are a lot of people who want me dead.
I figured I might get arrested or something if I. Yeah, who all? Sorry, you said we have a few people in the party who are just walking around with their normal faces on, right?
Shalla has she's put on that kind of elaborate, I want to call it a robe because that's what the item is, but that kind of elaborate ceremonial dress, and she'd put her hair up in a bun. And Scylla's been polymorphed, and Corvin's just being Corvin.
Yeah, I figured.
I also have my
most
my
of us
hood
have
up.
tried to disguise ourselves,
Yeah.
so I was trying to disguise myself as you. Sorry.
It's fine. It's if anything, it might actually work as a better alibi. You don't see when people sight a bigger one that looked like me walking around town, then we could pin it on him. This hypothetical
Oh,
bigger
that
jet.
is a
that
good
doesn't
idea.
exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can truthfully deny under a truth spell that you sold the house if you really wanted to.
I was, to be honest, I kind of just stumbled across that place a couple of years ago. It's not really, doesn't really have any sentimental value to me anyway. So,
Nothing 150,000 gold can't fix, right?
I mean, yeah, thanks to my new best friend, Vargo. But that could also be a trap. It's a lot of money. Either way, I have business to conduct at someone's house. You,
Yeah, I'll. What have you all been up to?
well, I'm gonna make sure that we're walking, just like no one's like really particularly in earshot for this.
Yeah, everybody give me a perception check.
I will do my best.
Everybody's welcome to.
Okay.
It is not my forte, but I will do it regardless.
Oh, wow.
Never mind. Natural 20.
I helped.
You did help. I mean, you did quite good.
I mean,
Heck yeah.
I'm just happy to have George back.
And so Jet, with a 22, you're pretty confident there's nobody around within earshot that's paying you guys any mind. There's a few people here and there, but they look like they're coming home from a long day's work or working on their own trades, in their own ways. There's several houses, especially towards the one you guys are heading for, this middle one up here on the top street. The houses on either side of it are the house on the right of it is pretty much done, but the house on the left of it is being still heavily being constructed. So people are out and doing stuff, but there's nobody really paying you any mind. I also say with a natural 20 on a 22 Jet, you notice a relatively large, I don't know if you Californians or West Coasters understand what a horsefly is.
oh no, I do.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
horrible abominations of God.
They absolutely are, and one of these abominations of God is flying right over your head and arcing up and heading off in a this way direction. And it's gone and out of sight for, just like a momentary, squirrel distraction. And when that distraction is gone, you realize that Shalla is no longer with you all.
Huh. I guess she had other stuff to take care of.
Indubitably.
Either way, so what we've been doing, I'll basically give Vargo the rundown that we went to a bunch of shopkeepers. I did some reconnaissance on the bar that we're going to be going to. I paid some poor kid to go in, about 10 gold to go inside and give it to the bartender, so that hopefully when we get there, the guards will already be drunk, so it'll be easier to get information out of them. And if that doesn't work, good old-fashioned interrogation.
Now we're talking my language.
Sounds like a good
Speaking
plan.
of which, I turned to Scylla. I need someone who can break bones.
Oh, I can break bones.
Okay. Alright, good.
So Scylla's
Okay, good.
cut people open hot dog style more times than not in this campaign.
Alright, well, to be on the same page, where the idea is not to kill this the guy that we're gonna interrogate,
Aw.
because we can cut him loose and have him sow the seeds of discord and fear.
I see.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna create ourselves a good old-fashioned boogeyman. Scare the bejesus out of the people who are running this whole shady operation. I did also want to see some woman. Apparently, she was in distress over.
Loss of a kid.
Yeah.
And kids going missing.
That's correct, yeah. We were heading up
Yeah.
to the residence of a local commoner named Leilani.
I would say that needs to be priority numero uno.
Yeah. Let's make our way over.
Heck yeah. So you guys approach this residence. It's a really modest single floor. It's really not a lot bigger than Jet's cottage. And kind of in a same style. It's definitely an Islander aesthetic to it, where it's got a large front porch to it, with some cushions and various things to sit on. A small fire pit out front of it as well, with spits set up for cooking and preparing food. And the front door, and again much the same as Jet's, is it's able to kind of accordion open and just let in the nice gentle sea breeze and cool off the place a little bit. And as you guys approach this residence, the front of this dwelling is in fact open, and there is a young lady, Islander, barely any tattoos on her. But she's sitting kind of beside the front door, with a clay pot in her lap. Looks like she's mixing something or doing so. It's hard to tell. But she's wearing a kind of simple, like beige sundress type of deal, and just kind of going about her day until you guys approach, where she looks up. Can I help you?
I think it might be the other way around, miss. Do you mind if we step inside for a second?
Are you...
Be our friend, not foe.
Of course, I would be honored to have you as guests in my home.
As everybody goes inside, I'll again look around to make sure nobody's following us or listening in.
Gotcha. Okay, give me a perception check, Jet.
I'll try my best. I don't know if I can get another natural 20. That might have just been a 1 and done.
Doesn't seem to be anybody taking notice.
19.
Yeah, you're pretty confident. You're pretty, and with that 19 also, and I think everybody else can notice this right away too, without even needing to roll for it. Some of the furniture inside of her home is recently repaired or mended. There's a couple chairs that look like they've got new legs on them. The table has scuffs on it, and one corner of it broken off or something. And it's otherwise spick and span and spotless, but it's pretty evident that somebody tossed this place pretty hard at some point. What can I do with you? Are you from the estate?
No. Yes, we are not. I'm going to produce a single copper coin, and I'm going to mage hand float it over to her.
What is this?
Hand that to me, please.
I'm sorry? She just looks at you kind of confused.
I can't fulfill a request until payment has been given. Single copper coin is protocol.
She hesitates for just a moment and plucks it out of there. She almost looks like she expects it not to be there. But she holds it in her finger, looks at it, and then just hands it over to you.
We made a little stop by the general store, and they gave us some interesting information.
I don't want any trouble now. I want you to understand. I've been good. I haven't said anything. I've just been staying here.
Miss, how long ago were your kids taken?
Her face goes ghostly white. And her eyes dart around between all of you. Roll me persuasion, chat.
Can I assist him?
Yeah,
by
so go ahead
saying,
and...
yeah, I'm gonna put my claw on his shoulder and say, don't mind my forward little brother here.
Oh my god. Okay, with disadvantage.
I forgot to hit advantage.
It would have even been better if you would have said, "Don't mind my son."
Oh,
Natural 20.
holy cow! She
You, Vargo.
She God, I love D&D. She immediately breaks down into tears. It's been a week. It's been a week.
I'm gonna mage hand over a chair. Why don't you sit down, miss?
She collapses into it immediately. just bawling into her eyes, just as quietly as possible. She clearly doesn't want to make a scene.
Look, I know this is difficult to talk about, but I need you to give us an account of what happened. Can you do that?
I think so. Hang on. She takes a couple deep breaths. Teala turns into Teala on your back, Jet, and reaches down into her boot and pulls out a flask and holds it out to her.
A little bit of water next time.
Shut up. Why are there two of you? Okay, it's... Something changed here. This used to be my home. This used to be a fine place to live. But these... They came and took my daughter. I don't even know why. They said it was for insurance. I don't do anything. I'm a singer at the tavern. What do they need insurance or leverage for? I can't even imagine.
Did they say anything about where they were taking them?
They didn't. I have no idea. I doubt they took her to the estate. It's too open, it's too public. I have no idea.
What did these people look like?
But they were... She looks down at her feet. They were Maya's guards.
So we know that for sure.
Did one of them look really big? Different from the others?
She gets as small as possible in the chair that she's sitting in. It was Manu.
Did he have a necklace around his neck?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what he had on. I was only worried for my child.
I was a singular child.
Yes, it's my daughter. It's my daughter, Laya.
Miss, I want you to sit. I want you to take a deep breath. And rest assured knowing we are going to get to the bottom of this.
How? How can you do that without putting her in danger?
We have our ways. We're very trained and very good at what we do. You must put your faith in us, because we will bring her back to you safe. I give you my word.
She kind of forces a smile and looks up to you, Corvin. Manu used to be such a good-natured man. I don't know where this aggression came from, this rage. It feels personal.
I doubt it's personal. We've encountered a few people around here who have been changed from who they normally are by Maya.
So you mean he could be still in there?
He could still be in there. Which means I won't have to ask the next question. But I will anyway, since I gave you the coin. Do you want him dead?
She kind of just stares at you for a moment. It's complicated.
I'll take that as a no.
I don't know. He's... Or he was... He's her father.
He's the father of this kid?
Yes. And she looks just dead ashamed.
So were you two together?
It's complicated. But no.
How about this? If there's any opportunity to turn him back to the man that you knew, then I'll take it. But if he's been corrupted beyond repair, do you want to do the merciful thing?
All I want is my daughter back, however you have to do that. I'd just rather not know at the end of the day, I think.
Very well.
Say less.
I don't know how you're going to find her.
That's for us to figure out.
Do you see my little friend over there? He can disappear at a blink of an eye. Do not worry. We will do our best. We will find your daughter.
Is there, can you give us a general description of what your daughter looks like?
She's 12 years old. Maybe your height, and she points to Original Jet. Maybe your height, maybe just a hair taller. Long, brown, dark brown hair. Skin same color as mine. She's thin. She wears a leather cord around her neck with a seashell on it. And she has a scar over her left eye through the brow when she fell off a rock when she was a baby. Or not a baby, but you understand.
I do. It's hard. Being separated from them, you know. Never mind. Sorry, I was rambling.
No, you're fine. This is the first welcome company I've had in quite some time.
Once we find your daughter, it might be wise not to... Well, until we have this business with Maya sorted out, it might be better for them to assume that either she escaped or the alternative.
Let's go ahead and send the mother to be safe, to stay with Shalla back at the hut.
Well, the problem is they know where I live.
It's
Yeah.
okay, but they won't know that she's there.
Well, and Shalla didn't say that she was going back there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the reason I say we shouldn't be too hasty about this, because if they discover that they're reunited, it'll not only separate them again, but they'll be on high alert. They'll know that someone directly interfered. However, if we liberate her, take her somewhere safe until this business with Maya gets resolved, at the very least, you would know your daughter is safe and not in captivity.
that's why I'm telling Mom to go wait there, and we can bring the daughter to the place. We know where to meet, and or at least tell her, if you hear anyone coming, if you hear any kind of approach, if you hear any alarm sound, anything, leave the home and go to the shack.
What if they're keeping an eye on me? What if they
just act? I'm gonna say just completely normal.
Okay.
Just like nothing is going on. That's the best probably that we can do right now, because even if we could bring her back to you, we're gonna be back to square one once they all come back.
Yeah.
We need to keep this.
If she was taken to keep me in line and I'm not where I'm supposed to be, though, I'm worried what will happen to her.
Yeah, she should probably just go about her business as normal, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Pretend like nothing's going on. And if and when your daughter escapes, you have a rock-solid alibi. You were in your house the entire time. There's no way they could blame it on you.
And she looks a little reassured by that.
We'll keep your daughter safe. On my life, I promise you that. Is it Leilani? Was that her name?
Leilani, yeah. Or you can call me Leilani. It's how it's spelled as Leilani. Leilani is kind of how we say it.
Well, you heard anything else of any similar cases like yours of children being abducted?
Nothing that I've heard. Like I said, I'm a singer at the tavern. I work for. I don't work for. I sing while the bard plays an accompaniment, and we.
Are you performing tonight?
No, I have the night off.
Okay. Good. Like we said, just go about your business. Pretend that we were never here, because we never were.
I understand. Thank you so much.
And with that coin you gave me, this is an official contract. So it means that I will go to any length in order to fulfill this task, even if that means something unsavory.
I appreciate that. I don't know what I'd do without you all.
Well, you're going to be just fine because we were never here. Just go about your day, your business. Pretend like you never saw us. We'll give you updates as things unfold.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm gonna coasting off that persuasion check of that nat 20 persuasion. I'll reassuringly pat her on like the leg, like hang tight.
I'll do my best.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. I think we got some work to do, guys.
Yeah. Well, where do we start?
Well, we have the lead to follow tonight. I mean, how many hours is it until evening?
It's probably right around 4 o'clock, so it's right before, supper time.
Okay, her house looks like, since it's one of the top ones, right?
Uh-huh.
The one in the middle on the top.
Yeah.
Can one of us try to sneak up on top of that house and then climb up on the house next to it just to kind of get a quote-unquote bird's eye view to see what we can see we would be up against? Any kind of reinforcements, anything we might not be able to see at ground level, anything. Any kind of information whatsoever.
I could send my familiar into this guy and get a bird's eye view that way.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I was gonna say you could very easily get up onto the rooftop. The problem being, like I said, is that that house to your all's left is still being built, and there's people all over it working right now.
Gotcha. So if it's still built, we should be able to see through what the framing from up there, right? Yeah. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of what's going on is the foundation and the main structure for the house is present. They're currently in the process of hanging rafters, is what it looks like.
Gotcha.
And
perfect.
Like weaving a thatched roof kind of over the top type of deal.
Perfect. Okay, I think familiar is probably the best idea. Try and see if we can fly it over Maya's residence, maybe to get it to land in a tree and back. See if we can see any kind of weak spot in the perimeter at all.
Well, I was gonna say we should probably stay away from there for the time being.
I would say we use this opportunity to form a plan of attack. We can't just go in blinded. If we can get some information, especially from a familiar.
Well, we're getting information from the guy from the bar.
Okay.
We're not going to the manor just yet. If anything, we should be focusing on going the underground tunnels. That was going to be step 2 after we do this. Because
they were pulling the shovels and all the mining supply and everything else and taking it down into the docks.
Yeah, that's right. They've been digging like crazy over by the docks. Don't know quite what they're doing, but.
Plus, I think it might be a good idea to sow some discontent amongst Maya's ranks.
Agreed. Does anyone have what is it where you can kind of put like it's not control person, but like you can put a thought in their brain? Is there anything like that? Like, you hate your job, your boss is an asshole, something like that.
Oh no, I was gonna say.
I think they'll realize it later.
I was gonna say we fabricate our own boogeyman.
Okay.
Like when we go to interrogate this guy, like I'm really talented when it comes to illusion magic. So as long as we keep this guy tied up and unable to, physically interact with it.
Oh my god, let's make them all psychologically terrified of George. That way all we have to do is throw him on or hold him out, and as we walk in they just all run away frightened.
It's an interesting idea, but I was more
world.
thinking something insidious.
Oh,
Hey, real quick,
go ahead, and I got something after that.
Did you guys have I long rested since I was sneaking around at night?
For sure, definitely.
Oh, okay.
And I also, because you weren't with us the other day, Vargo, but Bucky's General Goods, they just left. In the future, if you are looking for a place to procure a still, might not be the worst place to go.
Okay.
Also, the forge on the south end of, I say the south end, the north end of town, could probably be talked into making something larger if that was, if we're talking for volume. I just didn't want to forget that.
I have a question, DM. This
What's
might
up?
be weird. Are there any dogs around?
Probably not. There might be. I don't know.
Just inside us. That dog in me.
I have an idea.
We can make George look like a dog.
There are two
I
wolves
need
inside
something
of
like
you.
Slow dog.
Well, the ideal thing would be a bloodhound, but I don't think that's native to this island.
Turning George into a dog, all I can think of is Herbert the Pervert's stupid dog with the broken hips.
Hey, Teala, do you think you could turn into a bloodhound?
Told me what one is, I could probably wing it.
And that dog's name was Jesse.
Hold on.
Jesse,
Just before we leave this area for good, I'll walk back inside and ask the woman, Leilani. Do you have any possessions that belong to your daughter?
Like what? I have all kinds.
Did she have like a toy that she played with a lot?
Not really.
About her bed.
We've got a couple dolls and stuff that she had when she was much younger, but she hasn't really played with them in quite a while. We do have. I do have this though, and she'll go into a back room real quick and come back out with a hairbrush or a hair comb that is made out of almost entirely of mother of pearl. Looks like the whole thing might be made out of a shell of some type. This
is it right if I
this was hers. Yeah, absolutely. If it'll help anything, yes. It's quite important to her, so be careful with it. But yeah, if it'll help.
I'll grab it with mage hand just so I don't contaminate it. All right. And then I'm going to, once we go outside and are relatively, again, I hate that I have to keep asking this, but just to make sure that no one's watching us. At the very least, we don't look suspicious.
Yeah, you guys can make another round of perception checks if you like.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. John Ralphio?
Oh. Damn, I'm on fire tonight. That's a 17.
Heck yeah.
Got something in my eye.
Yeah, that thing in your eye
don't
was
have George
Teala
with me.
polymorphing you again. Man, this is a super tangent, but I have this idea in my head for a paladin based on John Ralphio.
Oh my god, I love it already.
It's just 20 charisma and everything else dumped.
It's fucking great.
You got to do Dex. You got to give
No,
him some
no,
Dex.
no, you
Kid
don't.
can actually dance and stuff.
You
The
know,
kid can dance.
no, he can't.
Ben Shapiro is an amazing, amazing actor.
That's performance.
I swear to God.
But yeah, I'll use a minor illusion to create the image of what a bloodhound would look like. A particularly scary looking one, by the way.
Heck yeah.
Like a Rottweiler.
I think
Closer to a
bloodhounds.
Rottweiler than a bloodhound.
Yeah, I think bloodhounds are more of a permanent residence on the eastern continent. That makes sense.
I was more thinking of what a tracker dog than an assassin would be given.
Yeah, I got
Not
you.
something that's particularly nice.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like a
Just what
like
Jet
a
remembers.
Great Dane or something cool.
Something that that has been killed, that has been trained to just devour.
Heck yeah. And yeah, she takes a look at it and she's like, okay, what do they sound like?
I use minor illusion to produce the sound of a scary mastiff going. "Burr!"
Okay, I think I can do that. About how heavy?
Want to say about. I'm looking this up.
Hey, no, I don't blame you.
Would I need to make a nature check to determine that?
Nah, you could half-ass it, I think.
All right, hold on. Average, Great Dane, weight. It's about 120, 130 pounds.
Okay, I shouldn't have to mess with too much. Okay. She, I will say that this is kind of the last time today that I can do this, but it shouldn't be a problem. And she snaps her
And we won't be
fingers
needing it.
and bark, bark. She is
Okay.
now a Great Dane.
I assume you're using Mastiff stats.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's take advantage of that good sense of smell.
Yep. And give me 10 seconds to actually pull up that real quick. So I can actually roll that properly.
Is she wild shape or polymorph?
She's polymorphing Scylla and wild shaping herself.
Oh, okay, so she keeps her mental stats.
Yeah. I would have known that, but our actual druid has never wild shaped once in this campaign.
Well,
Well, she did
maybe
today
some
because I
things-
made her.
well, maybe she will someday.
Or the familiar option. I never use that either. But anywho, yeah, let's get on the hunt. So your goal here is to
At the very least, get a general location of where she might be.
okay, cool. So that would be a survival check on her part.
Or, yeah, if it's perception, she would have advantage.
She did pretty darn good on survival.
Oh,
Heck yeah. She sniffs
yeah.
she sniffs the comb. And just her tail starts wagging, and she hits the dirt immediately and starts sniffing around.
Mastiffs are medium-sized creatures, right?
I mean, probably they're large,
Yes, they are.
large animals. They're
I'm going to hop on her back because I'm a small creature.
we've gone from inconspicuous to all the way conspicuous.
I'll cast invisibility on the both of us. Oh, I mean on myself.
I gotcha. Heck yeah.
So that's my last second level for the day.
Yeah, she sniffs around in the dirt a fair bit, and she finally really starts thinking she's got it. And she starts off at a decent little trot, even with you on your back, Jet, because mastiffs are scary, heading in a northeastern direction, kind of towards the coast a little ways, along this road. Do you guys want to
trying
make
to
me
take
a group stealth check, jet with advantage? This is more of a incognito check than a stealth check specifically, but you know.
Oh, I forgot to hit advantage again.
Oh, you're good.
Let's
God
be
damn it.
quiet. Let's be quiet.
That is
Okay.
because of my invisibility, that is 27.
Well, that's good. Teala's not doing too great, but she's a dog. 27, 17, 14, 11. Okay, yeah, you guys are good. I'd say several villagers are looking at the dog a little bit, but not really enough to like super draw attention. And you guys are mixed up and disguised up enough to be not a big deal. Corvin's a little Corvin-y, but it's also kind of not uncommon to look around and see the occasional on-stream green on people.
What do you mean? I'm standing out. I am hiding perfectly. Can't you see? I've simply got my hood up. No one recognizes me. Completely inconspicuous, sir.
Yeah, we'll let you believe that. But no, there's enough people around that are sporting the Austrian emeralds, so that it's not entirely out of place. And you know, there's not enough of her guards to be everywhere at once. But yeah, Teala continues to trot along down the road, and she snakes down into this street and is making her way this way.
Which street? Could you ping it? I can't.
I'm pinging her right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Down this street here. I'll say without even having to roll anything, you guys got a pretty darn good idea that she's heading towards the docks.
Mm. I'll kind of just continue holding on, just being super silent.
I got you. Ready.
Basically, I'm just trying to make it look like this dog, is just running around with no owner.
Yeah.
But they'll be in for a nasty surprise if they try.
Tell you what, I'm gonna take a chance to cast Enhance Ability on myself for Dexterity.
Okay. Cool. I got you. And as she turns onto this main road, she doesn't stay on it very long before she's going through the grass towards the eastern wall of the town. And she kind of comes up short at the edge of this house. And these residences here, now that you guys have an opportunity to get a good look at these are. This is the high-end neighborhood in town so far. These homes are not ramshackle. They are put together with transmuted or conjured materials. They are made of stone and wood as well, with actual like clay shingle roofs. They are much different from the residences you guys have seen on the other side, and they're also almost entirely Austrian design.
So it's the house like way over here, like near the docks.
So far you guys are right here. If you can see where my cursor is. Here.
Oh, I can see right there. So it's the house in front of it right there.
Yeah, and she's just hanging tight, and she's looking off in this direction.
Towards the bigger house down here.
Yeah, and the bigger house down there. Now that you guys are close to it enough to actually get a good look, I want everybody roll me a perception check.
Sure. All right.
Cool.
Nope.
Perception.
Heck yeah. Oh, Corvin, look at that.
It's 2 18s in a row for me on
13.
perception.
Oh my god.
Heck yeah. Corvin, you immediately recognize this as well, there's a sign out front, but it is kind of not facing you guys, so you wouldn't see it. But this is a commissioned guild house. This is it's got a large warehouse to the front of it that's 2 stories tall, probably 30 foot from on its shortest side, as well as a series of what looks like might be offices or something, single floor additions coming off the back end of it. There's activity everywhere, and there seems to be a lot of people back here in this courtyard here. I'd say a lot of people, like maybe like 7 or 8 people back there right now. They've got, like I said, it's a courtyard kind of by happenstance more than anything. It's got a grassy ground. There's no stone or pavers or anything. And there's a kind of like a pitched tarp over the top of the thing to give some respite from the sunlight. From this distance, that's about all you guys are able to make out.
I'm just gonna pat the flanks of Teala and dog form. Just gonna say okay. Do you think she's in there? 1 bark yes, 2 barks no.
She as quietly as she's able to, and then she starts pawing at the ground.
She's down there.
And she paws at the ground. When you say she's down there, she noses herself forward, like kind of like points a little bit, like a hunting dog would, towards the building.
Like the guild building? Or
Yes.
So wait, so she's like right next to this to the estate that's over here now?
You guys are like right here, kind of looking down here.
Yeah. Okay.
As a DM, I'll say what's going on here is she is picking up on something you guys are not visually because of the distance in the rolls. And she can't communicate that with you in her form.
At this point, I'll since we're close, I'll find a nice place to hide. Do I need to remake my stealth because I'm deactivating invisibility?
You're turning visible?
No, I'm deactivating it because I don't need to ride on top of her anymore.
Okay, so you're not turning visible though. You're just getting off of the map.
No, I'm getting off because I'm gonna cast a spell and it's gonna break it.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, roll me a stealth check with advantage, sir.
Yep. Because of my cloak of elven kind. I will remember to hit advantage this time. That is a 23.
23 is far better than the passives of anybody around. You are hidden as all get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast message on Teala. What's going on? What do you think? She's in the guild house, right?
You receive a message back saying they're digging in the courtyard.
Oh. You think she might? So you think she's in the house or somewhere underground?
It's one of the two. I would bet my money on down rather than in. I've seen the inside of that place before it was constructed, fully completed. It is,
So the sense is pointing down as opposed to...
Well, it's common sense.
I don't think that they would keep her in a public warehouse.
Are they keeping her in the tunnels?
I don't know.
Have the others caught up at this point, or am I just...
Oh, no, everybody's kind of like hiding around the edge of this house, kind of trying to look inconspicuous.
Okay. Teala says that it's looking like the kid might be underground. Guys?
Okay. Do we know where the entrances are? You said there's one... We knew of one by the dock, right?
Yeah, that'd probably be what this is. You guys probably get the idea that this is kind of the primary dig site that everybody's kind of been referring to.
Did you say underground? I really don't like underground.
Yeah.
And then another thing, just to, as a reminder to you guys, because I know we kind of went over a lot of stuff last week. Johnny Rail also mentioned that I'm pretty sure it was him, mentioned that the ground was very porous here and full of magma tubes and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So there is a good possibility. You know what? Everybody make me a survival check, actually. I don't want to...
Sure.
Yeah, that means cave networks. Yay.
It's a series of tubes.
Let me...
Jerry, 2.
Vargo, heck yeah.
Another 18. That's my third 18 in a row.
That's
Hell yeah.
That is a frightening odds of that happening.
And that's a
10
turkey.
survival.
It is like something like 1 in... What is
1 in
the
a billion.
odd? It's a
That
lot.
combat hit is shooting us all in the back of the head.
Heck yeah.
Hey, you know what? Maybe now it's not an accident.
Scylla, I think volcanoes and magma have been on your brain a lot lately. And it's yeah, if there's a if they're digging down here, there's a good possibility that there are other entrances that can get you guys to where you need to be. Maybe not known entrances, which could be,
Gotcha.
you know, to your all's advantage. It's just
And really not that hard to find, probably, because I'm willing to bet they're numerous.
absolutely.
If we
Would I be
if we
correct?
comb the areas near the entrances, we might be able to find another one. I got pretty good eyes when it comes to looking up close.
Yeah.
Speaking of eyes, my eyes are killing me right now. I'm trying to find my Benadryl and I cannot find it anywhere.
But yeah,
We gotta find an entrance to the tunnel.
did you say that out loud, Mr. Jet?
It's more kind of just mumbling it to myself.
Okay. Well, Teala's got really good dog hearing, and Teala kind of like stomps her foot a little bit.
What's up?
Do you see an entrance to the cave, pup?
I
No.
might. If we're looking for just a cave, I might know where several caves are.
I assume this is through message, not the dog speaking.
You and me
Wait,
both,
fucking-
brother. I was assuming that as well. No, this is Family Guy. Hi, I'm Brian.
I can speak with animals.
Let's you know what? I can't see that being useful in any other situation.
It's useful in every situation.
Dude,
Well, I
how do
mean,
you
at
think we
this
got
current
George to
juncture.
join the party?
I don't think, unless we can find a badger and then convince it to. Nah. Lead the way, Teala.
Yeah, she'll kind of backtrack a little bit and kind of make a beeline towards the western side of town, going over, in a this way direction, out of the nicer houses back into some of the more hastily constructed residences, and she gets over to where do we want to go? Yeah, I don't know. She's going to walk all the way to the far western walls is where she's going to go. And as you guys are walking, can we get one more group stealth check just to try and blend in?
Sure. That is a modified 20.
Ooh, we're doing a lot better today.
I had a 14, and look at what it popped up to as the total. Popped up to another 18.
Oh my god.
You better just keep that bow to yourself come combat.
Roll me a d20 real quick, Corvin.
No, it didn't pop up as a 18. It was 18. It was.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm just curious. Just roll me a d20 real quick.
Okie dokie.
That is a weird coincidence.
Be blessed.
Oh, okay. Well, I got rid of that natural 20.
Damn. That
yeah.
fucking sucked.
That's just crazy. The odds of that are just insane.
Right? It's 4 18s in a row.
Go buy a lottery ticket tonight, brother. And then remember me for saying go buy a lottery ticket. No problem whatsoever as you guys make your way out towards the wall. And once you guys get on the outside of the wall that's still, in the process of being constructed, the day is winding down. People are starting to calm down. There's I don't want to say a steady stream, but there's probably, a handful of people that you guys can see going into the tavern down at the south end of town. I say that, north end of town. One of these days I'm going to remember that I drew a compass on here. So as she gets around the edge of the wall, she reverts back into Teala form. Okay, well that was an experience.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I can imagine.
So if we're looking for a cave to get underground, this place is kind of full of them. There's, not a mile up the coast to the west, there is a large magma pool that is just always bubbling. And when I say large, don't get freaked out. It's like 20 foot across. There are hot springs and thermal vents all across the island. There are tons of little sinkholes and caves that go all over the place.
We just need one that leads underneath the town.
It shouldn't be too hard to find one. I'll tell you what, I can go do some poking around while you guys go to the tavern tonight. Hopefully we can meet up and compare notes afterwards.
Yeah. Because that was always, going into the mines was going to be step 2. We just have another reason to go down there.
It seems that way, yes.
All right. While we were walking, did we see the guards go into the tavern?
I will say no, not yet.
All right.
It shouldn't be too much longer, though.
I guess that means we should start making preparations.
What kind of preparations?
Well, tonight we have 2 objectives. To single out one particular individual, I'll give a general description of the one the shopkeeper told me about.
Yeah, he's a tall, burly dude with and an eye patch. Yeah.
Did that also match the description of the guy that the mother was talking about?
Roll me an insight check, Mr. Jet.
I will try. God knows I will fucking try. Please, Lord. Come on, God. Throw me a bone this one time.
He's throwing
This
you a
one
lot of
time.
bones. He's throwing you all the
Oh,
bones.
you fucker. 6.
Maybe. He sounds like a big mean guy, and the guy that took a kid sounds like a big mean guy.
The first objective is to get back a necklace taken by this individual for the shopkeeper. The second one is to extract as much information out of this guy as we possibly can. Details about Maya's operation, what those elves that she's working with might be up to.
Where the kid
Generally,
is.
just anything that we can get our hands on. And the third objective, well, I guess it's a secret objective. We need to scare the bejesus out of these guys.
We need to find a kid too, right?
Wait, what?
I feel.
Sorry, if I for whatever reason, you guys are really quiet, and if I talk over anybody, I apologize because I just straight up can't hear it.
We
So
kind
why?
of forgot about the kid, right?
That's what we're gonna take care of after we do all of this,
Why do we need to
So-
scare these people?
because they're horrible people and deserve it.
So for fun.
Oh, okay.
They took a kid, Mark.
I just didn't know if scaring them was part of, like, we were doing something with that.
It'll help. Information extraction go a little easier.
I think it's assumed psychological warfare.
Yeah. Guys who are about to piss themselves tend to squeal pretty quick.
I mean, ain't wrong.
Once we get enough information out of this guy, we get him to, keep his fucking mouth shut. Obviously, we're not going to, show him our faces or use our real voices. But still, it always helps to cover your tracks.
Well,
Okay.
but I'm also going to say that if I'm going to be, I think you'll be okay in the tavern. The owners are very good people. But I don't, if I'm not going to be here, I can't keep an eye. I'm kind of running low on magic to keep doing the spell for you, Scylla. I think I can probably do one more time, but
Vargo, how many times can you change your appearance a day?
It depends on how effective we want me to be in a fight.
Well, I was going to say, we don't even necessarily all need to confront this guy. We just need to, assumedly when he gets there, he's going to partake in the free booze, and we just need to gently prod him for information. If he gives it up freely, that'll make things extremely easy, but I suspect that he won't. So we try and get him to talk at the tavern, and then when he leaves, we follow him home, and, well, the next part is obvious.
Okay. I could do it 2 more times, but I'd prefer to only do it 1 more, if possible.
One more is all we need.
Cool. Tell you what, I can actually give you a buff and duck out and just stay back.
Yeah, that's going to be the plan, Scylla. Do you have any way to hide your face or anything like that? Even something as simple as like a bandana or something like that.
Yeah, we should have an extra,
Or
maybe one extra cloak or do have some kind of hood.
Like a hood.
Let me
Just
let me take a brief beat to look what Shalla's got in a bag of holding.
But yeah, like I was saying,
I've got a set of
Scylla,
commoner's clothes. She can take the shirt and just wrap it around her head.
I mean, well, to be, if we blindfold this guy, then it will actually remove the need to, But still,
Yeah.
if we want to freak this guy the fuck out and get him to spill his guts, he's gonna need to have his eyes.
If you want to freak him out, we need to knock him out first without being seen. Then he wakes up tied up. That freaks him out.
Unless somebody has access to a paralysis spell.
I can...
I think I have hold person.
Oh, terrific.
Yep. I do.
Those things infinitely easier. In fact, it actually might be even more horrible.
I also have blindness and deafness, so.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say we hold person and blindfold him, and then set him up how we need him to be.
Gotcha.
Then it'll be I'll do the talking. Just if I need you to break bones, you need to be on standby for that.
I can do that.
Mechanically, I can apply the fear effect to him as well.
Good. This is all good. Oh, I'll also need a few buckets of seawater.
It's not waterboarding if you use gasoline.
Well, no, I was not even gonna water. I was gonna dunk his head in until while he's paralyzed.
Heck yeah.
I don't need him to talk to get information. I can use the message cantrip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can ask him this while he's drowning.
D&D class abilities make
gonna
any normal thing terrifying.
I'm just saying, he abducted a kid.
You're just gonna hear screaming in your head.
Yeah, but it could be his. It's his daughter, so maybe we're only getting one side of this.
Yeah, this is just a parental rights dispute, guys.
That's all it is.
Let's focus on the task at hand, gentlemen.
Heck yeah.
We just needed to spill his guts. I mean, he's the biggest. He's probably the most important. So he has likely the juiciest information. And if not, he always has his friends.
Teala's like, or he's the dumbest.
Well, that'll make him even easier to manipulate.
True.
Either way.
Okay.
Yeah. Just Teala, just do your best to find any cave that might link to underneath the town.
Yeah, I will do that. I'm gonna get something to eat first at the tavern, though.
Yeah, I would get it to go because Wait, do they know that you live at the house like on the shore?
Oh, hey, hold on just a second. Gotta look at my notes.
I'm just asking because I don't want them to come and knocking. Then again, since you're not part of this particular operation, it probably doesn't matter.
Well, they know I stay there. I drink there more often than not on the evenings.
It'll probably be fine. Like I said, technically in this situation, you're not affiliated with us, so why would they suspect it?
Correct. Exactly. It shouldn't be an issue. It would almost be irregular for me not to come in.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna turn to Vargo, pull the elaborate-looking dagger off my side, and toss it to him.
I don't know. What's this?
It's a special knife that I can jump inside. I'm gonna be wear it
okay.
Wear it on your hip when you go into the tavern.
All right.
If things for whatever reason get hairy, you'll have backup.
I'll just put it on my hip now, I guess.
Yeah. I just gotta touch the gem right there.
Oh, I'm going in alone?
It's in this particular situation, our goal is not to fight these guys in the tavern, it's to extract information.
All right, I'm not the greatest at that, but I'll give it a shot.
And also, technically, you're not alone.
Yeah,
in this
no.
situation.
And I am close by.
Yeah, Scylla, I think during Jet scouting, he learned that there's it's not an alleyway, but there's like a back alley behind the tavern that like goes between like a 5-foot little walkway between the back of the tavern and the wall. That's kind of used for nothing more than like storing old crates and barrels and stuff like that.
So, yeah, Corvin and Corvin and Scylla can hang out back there. Then once it's time for us to tail this guy back to his house, Vargo and I will, stay relatively close, considering that Vargo's pretty sneaky.
Absolutely, and I think worst comes to worst, I'm pretty sure Scylla can Kool-Aid woman her way through that back wall.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and then Scylla, you be ready with the whole person spell to get the guy to stop in his tracks before he even realizes what's going on. We usher him off the street, tie him up. Or I'd say blindfold him first before we tie him up, but semantics.
Yeah. Just get him good and drunk, too, so he's got a less chance of passing that save throw.
Yeah, I took care of that.
Heck yeah.
All right, boys. We ready for this?
No, but let's do it.
All right.
Cool. So,
preparations.
You guys break off a little bit, so Jet, the real Jet, is inside the dagger right now. Is that correct?
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I can stay in there for 6 hours if I want to, but I'm gonna wait until Vargo is good and ready to go inside. Then I'll hop inside the dagger.
I gotcha. So just let me know when you guys are ready to go inside, and we'll go inside.
Well, I'll head back to the shack to grab some items and make some preparations.
Oh.
Yep.
We fancy.
Like I said, this place is far fancier than its clientele deserve. It is.
Speak for yourself, young man. I'm finally home.
It does. So as you guys walk into the double front doors to the Undertow, it is. It's a shame Shalla's not here for this, because culture shock would be an understatement. There are beautifully parquet floors that are brand new, but you can already see are scuffed up with chair slides and dings and chips. But wooden railings above you encircle a large, welcoming main saloon. There is a large bar at the back set in between pillars. It's long enough to accommodate 7 or 8 people, and behind the bar is a very fancy looking human man that let me see what his deal is. He's got a waistcoat on and like a frilly noble's kind of like ascot, and the waistcoat is very like ornately decorated with like paisley with like gold threads running through it, and it's a deep red. And he's a little portly himself with a full beard of dark black hair, pale white skin, and he's kind of got a receding hairline going on a little bit. And he looks at you guys as you walk in, barely pays you all any mind. He's got a shitstorm going on, and a good shitstorm. There's probably 30 people in here, between the first and second level. As you guys look up, the beautifully ensconced wooden balconies, there are tables with lantern light flickering from above, and you see on that second floor even another set of stairs going up to yet again a third level that is not open to you guys, or at least it's not got an open floor plan. There's light piano music coming from, or not piano, I think there's probably, tonight there is a lutist on the stage who's playing just a general little jaunty little melody, no accompaniment whatsoever. Everybody seems to be having conversations, drinking, eating. They're eating some type of dish in bowls that are steaming. It smells good in here. It smells faintly like seafood, faintly like cooking poultry of some type. And then there's that omnipresent waft of grainy alcohol and floral wines that fills the place, as well as pipe smoke here and there. And can we get a round of perception checks from our tavern patrons that are going in? So I believe I think
it's just
Vargo and Teala, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah.
You can roll one too, Scylla, if you want to get on this too. You guys have.
I mean, I'd say we they could look through like the back doors, right?
Oh, they've got they've got to be worried about their.
On my own to a different side. Act like I didn't know you.
I imagine that it's a situation where I get like the gem on the knife is a window, but I can't like speak out of it.
I got you. So there are probably 25 to 30 people in here between the two levels. There are mostly dock workers, it looks like, but to the right of the main bar looks like another smaller bar. It's kind of where your all's tokens are all sitting out. But it appears to be some type of table where gaming is taking place. Some type of game of chance or bet. And there are, in fact, 4 of those people that you all recognize as Maya's guards that are drinking and talking with a kind of a squat, large, wide islander. Kind of reminds you guys a lot of Pern that you guys had met a while back.
Good old buddy Pern.
Heck yeah. Nobody really knows what happened to that poor guy, but... and then with Scylla and Corvin, you guys, there's not a lot going on back there. You can hear clattering of... It sounds like... It sounds like there's a back door to a kitchen right near you guys. Like there's a kind of a pile of barrels and boxes and stuff that's just kind of like the throwouts or the empties and whatnot. And right next to it is a door, no glass or anything to it. It's just a wooden door that you can hear clattering and banging around and smell the faint wafting of cooking food coming out through the back of there. But it's quiet in that back alleyway. There's nobody back there.
Okay. Then while we're sitting back here, I've got a length of rope, and I'm just kind of wrapping my knuckles in the rope.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Because this is just completely random, but because strength unarmed strike rolls are a fixed number, Scylla, anytime you want to do that in a game, I'm going to let you put a +2 on your unarmed strike if you ever need to. Just for that extra little something.
Yeah, just make it like an improvised cestus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Heitveigh.
So,
I don't know what a cestus is.
It's so imagine like a iron glove with a spike on it, so you can punch as a weapon.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's not really an unarmed strike, but you can. Yeah.
It's also good for parrying and stuff like that.
It really,
Understood.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it just might be the Dark Souls in me talking. Anyway.
our Trojan Dragonkin. What are we doing?
Well, I'm sitting in this very nice, plush room with some with an Afridi lady just kind of waiting.
Gotcha. And Mr. Vargo, what are you up to? Got the as you guys walk in, Teala just beelines it for the bar, holding her hand up like in recognition to the guy behind the bar, and she yells out, "Finley, I need a drink." And he goes to
join her.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say we should maybe split up so it looks like we're not with her.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I mean,
She just broke off. So
Yeah.
I think he's fine. I'll kind of just like through the little window in the knife, just kind of nod at Vargo like, "You got this."
All right, I'll yeah. If Corvin's going to the bar with her, I'll follow him.
I think Corvin's out back.
Oh no,
Didn't he just say?
I think he wandered in.
Yeah, I've found my own way in. Tried not to draw attention. Went up to look like I'm hitting on the girl at the bar. I walk up to the bartender and I say, "What's your name, young man? We'll have 2 of your finest Peregrine Point ales, please. You've got to try the ale from my homeland."
Well, we
Fucking face palm.
We don't have any of your ale from Monstria. We've got some lovely wine from the Reunited, but we've got this quite delectable dark brew from my homeland.
Where is that?
It's far to the north, a land called Boreala.
Ooh. Well, pour 2 rounds, my friend. Would you like one?
I wouldn't say no to a drink.
I'll make it 3 then. And I ask him what the charge is.
2 silver a glass, please.
All right. Well, here's 3 gold. Keep them coming. Whatever we don't drink, you can keep the change.
He tips an imaginary hat to you and takes a drink of his own drink as he pours your alls. And it's Guinness. That's what it is.
Oh, wonderful. Tastes like pork chop in a glass. It's delicious. Let me ask, my friend.
It'll serve you good.
You certainly have quite the establishment here.
Oh, well, it's not just myself, young master. It's she's around here somewhere. I'm a co-proprietor here at the Undertow. My partner is Miss Sherys, and she is from your homeland, actually. We started this as a joint venture.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm surprised she doesn't stock more of her own home spirits. Might I have a word with her? I plan on staying close by and would love to see what she can get her hands on.
Oh, I'm sure. She makes her rounds. We kind of specialize here. I take care of the libations and the foodstuffs. She handles... He kind of looks around, has a little playful smile on his face. A more discreet taste, if you understand.
The entertainment, if you will.
Or company, however you like to word it. Yes.
I give him a little nod.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take my drink and go. Are there seats at the bar?
Yeah, there's. I'd say there's probably 3 open right now. There's Corvin and Teala have kind of occupied 2 on the far left of the bar. There's a few people in between, but then there's another open spot, and then another open spot at the farthest end. So there, it would not be good urinal etiquette, but there's seats.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to put. I'll sit a few seats away and start sipping at that.
Heck yeah, okay. And
I'm gonna mutter to my knife when I get away from people.
Heck yeah. And Vargo, being a little bit further down the bar, you're actually pretty close by to the group of guards that are playing a game behind you. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Would I be able to make one as well?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah. I guess it depends on the angle that the dagger's gem is pointing at.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to your discretion.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me one. It's not like you can do anything with that information anyways. So.
I mean, yeah, no. So it's 10.
I gotcha. Vargo, you hear them bantering on pretty loudly. It's really not that hard to kind of make out what's going on. They appear to be playing some type of dice game of chance. Appears to be, it's hard to say without, clearly turning around and, but, able to, scoot in your chair and catch a side eye and whatnot. It looks like they're mostly playing against each other. They don't seem to be playing with any other locals. You just hear them rambling and talking, having a good time. You know, did you see the tits on that one earlier today? Holy cow! And like blah blah blah, and just
he was really hot.
Just kind of talking shop, without talking shop. It's couple seconds go by and another one is like, I mean, that's all there is to do is look at them, because there's really, like, I don't know, like, they said being a guard would be exciting. It's a lot of standing around. Yeah, here. And they go back to laughing and playing their game. But they're all drinking heavily. Almost the moment you sat down, Vargo, they're ordering another round. And it looks like from the what the barkeep goes to prepare, looks like they're drinking wine out of pitchers. They're drinking heavily.
Classic.
It's like the kid did what I told him to.
Hey, looks like he did.
I'll have to... when I sell my house, I'll have to drop a few grand on his head.
Are you trying to kill him?
No, I mean just because he was a good lad.
Yeah, gold weighs a lot.
Oh my god, metaphorically.
It really does.
You fuckhead. I can't speak to you because you're the knife. Fuck you. Vargo is not my favorite no more. Anyway.
I'm sure that hurts his feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway.
But after a little bit, the barkeep comes up to you, Vargo. Anything to eat tonight? Or just a drink good for you?
Oh, what's on the menu?
We've got a really good, I call it a chowder, but it's not really a chowder. It's fish balls and stock with some rice. It's kind of like a porridge. People seem to love it. It's fresh caught here on the island.
I'll try that.
Yeah, it seems like it's what everybody's eating, kind of a communal deal. And he makes a gesture to you and gotcha, and he kind of makes his way down the bar, checking if anybody needs any refills. And he gets to Corvin and Teala. Anything to eat for you all tonight, or are you just drinking?
Oh, I'll take. You know what? I like you. Bring me your favorite.
Well, we've only got one dish tonight, so I will bring you that.
Sounds perfect.
Teala's like, yep, get me one too. You know it.
He talked it up to me because it's their only one I see.
All things considered, though, when the food arrives, it is actually quite. It's a thin, like, it actually smells like it's some type of chicken broth with some rice cooked in it and little balls of fish. It's, if you think of like your kind of East Asian rice porridge with some fish balls, you're not far off. And it's quite delightful. And so you guys are kind of tucking into your meals and listening to what's going on. I'd say probably maybe 15-20 minutes go by, and the action at the dice table seems to die down just a little bit, and you hear, I have no idea what time it is. I think, shit, I gotta get out of here. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow. Then you hear a bunch of rustling of stools, and you hear another one of them say, "Manu, you coming?" "Nah, I'm gonna sit here and drink for a while." And 3 of the 4 depart, and a second, and then sorry, words. An additional comes in the door as they're walking out. And he comes up to the bar, kind of like pushing in between Corvin and Teala. Finley, I need a drink. And he's like, okay, I got you right on. Actually, weirdly enough, your drink's been paid for the night, for being a guard. And he's like, really? Oh, that's awesome.
The big guy?
Sounds like Manu was the one that's left over at the bar. And if you guys remember, Manu is the one that Leilani had said had taken her daughter. The one that's...
Does he match?
It's hard to say from... Go ahead, I'm sorry, guys.
I thought it was the barkeep. It's not... It's one of the
Oh,
guards.
no, it's a guard that was the dad.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Yeah, no. The barkeep is a barkeep.
Yeah. But like, so yeah, I'll kind of like again, like kind of gently like tap on the glass to get Vargo's attention. Kind of like waggle my eyebrows, just like, is that the guy?
I'm gonna take out. Wait, sorry. Is this a knife in a sheath, or does it? Like, if I take it out of the sheath, do you pop out?
It's like the gem is in the crossguard, I would say. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna unsheath the knife and pick my teeth with it and mutter back to him. I think that's the one.
Yeah. With the new angle DM, would I be able to tell if this is the guy?
He's got his back turned to you guys, or most of his back turned to you guys, sitting there talking to the guy that's the dealer of the game. But it looks like him. Your best guess. He's a large dude, longer hair.
I'll kind of like nod towards Vargo once he turns me around and say, "All right, like you got this." I don't say it, but I try to express it through.
I don't think I have any. Oh, I have 18 gold. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go see if they have any room in their game, since most of the players left.
Okay, cool. But anywho, so yeah, you make your way over to the table where they've got their game set up, and they're kind of like whispering back and forth to each other, and they kind of stop when they see you approach.
Hello there, lads. Any room in your game?
You played before? I haven't seen you around town.
Is it a game I recognize?
Probably not. Well, I don't know. Or roll me a history check. Oh, well, apparently it is. Yes, they're actually playing blah 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 blah. I've got like 5 different games here. What are they playing? That one makes sense. Yeah, they're playing the Gloomweaver's Stones. It's a real simple game. It is 3 6-sided dice that are thrown, with the highest roll winning, presumably a 666. But it's a straight attrition dice game.
Okay. Well, I'll say, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I know the rules.
Well, if you got a coin on you, pull up a seat. We were planning on drinking our coin, but someone was kind enough to buy us a round or 2 for the evening.
I wish I was that fortunate.
You and me both. Pull up a stool, though. The name's Manu. Who and you are?
Barlius, nice to meet you.
Likewise. God, there's so many different people around here these days. It's kind of enough to make you go crazy. All right, well, this fine piece of slop here, and he gestures to the large guy that's kind of the dealer, as it were. This large piece of slop here, his name is apparently Joshua, and Joshua is from some land that I've never heard of before, but he's got a pretty fun dice game. We're
All right, let's do it.
We're in for 3 copper a game.
Okay, I will. Wait, do I have copper?
You can immediately convert if you need to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think all that I have are silver. Yeah, I'll toss it and pull up that chair and join their game.
Cool. All right, gentlemen. Roll your dice. The guy says, and yeah, give me 3d6s.
Come on, Vargo. Come on, Vargo.
Oof. Tough luck to the new guy.
I'll get you on the next one.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. And he throws down some more coins and yells out, "Friendly, you need another round over here. Bring one for my friend."
Wonderful, thank you. Yeah, my goal with this is to just keep them playing and drinking for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Try to get them as drunk as I can.
Hell yeah.
And
So if we can skip the rules for the dice.
Yeah,
I don't care if I
100%.
lose my copper.
Vargo's not even drinking. He's just like casually dumping it on the floor.
And that's why I say this place is way nicer than its clientele.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no, drink faster.
While you guys
can't drink an entire pitcher by yourself.
while you guys are playing some dice and making familiar and friends, there is a pause in the lute music that's played, just enough that it's almost a dramatic pause, and you guys hear footsteps coming down the wooden steps, and they're very distinct footsteps, likely because of some type of a heel situation. And looking up, Corvin, you can you see Lady Sherys. She's a half-elven with pretty darn dark skin. Darker than your average islander, but not as dark as like Siobhan's skin back in Austria. But anyway, a long like waterfall of brown curls, and she's wearing a high-collared, very Victorian-looking evening gown or dress. And she makes her way down the stairs like it's a grand entrance, and she starts to make her way through the crowd, mingling with guests.
Glad to see she has arrived.
And Teala looks at you, and under her breath, she's like, "Are you just perpetually horny, or what is going on with you?"
My dear, I am a royal. My job is to spread my seed wherever I can. Enrich the people. Or the answer to your question is yes, I am.
There's always money to child support.
That's where the royal bank comes in.
This is medieval times. You love people
Never
to
living
death
up
here.
to my own responsibility is fantastic.
She just takes a big drink. And the Lady Sherys actually picks up on the newcomer and makes her way over to you, Corvin. She walks up behind you, I would say uncomfortably close, but given the conversation you all just had, I'd say probably comfortably close. Draping an arm over your shoulder as well as Teala's shoulder, and she's like, "And who is this you've brought me?" Teala's like, "Don't get excited."
Hello, my lady. My name is Corvin Smithson. I am a simple traveler and purveyor of your establishment. I've heard, though, that you have got quite the collection of exotic imports. Is that correct?
Darling, we don't mince words around here. If you're looking for a good time, we can accommodate you.
Oh, thank God. I can drop all the bullshit then. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, where can I view the ladies in mention?
Well, they're all around. They're all around the place. If you look, and she points to a table where there's 4 or 5 islanders, and there's a well-dressed human lady with long red hair, equally done up, is a little over the top. And then she points over to another direction, and there's an elven lady wearing another immaculate dress with a beautiful updo. And then she points again, and there is just a handful of them smattered around the room that are just mingling with the crowds. Anything catch your eye? They all appear to be either Anstrian or Boreal in descent. They're all mostly elves and humans, or some variation therein.
Cool. I prefer a more dignified woman. One who can carry herself with grace, aptitude, and who has a nice butt. You, my dear, are exactly the meal I've been looking for.
Can you afford it?
Let's say we don't need to worry about it.
Okay, price is out of the price aside, but can you handle it?
So absolutely I can handle it. I could use the warm-up.
Perfect. And she starts walking up the stairs again, looking behind for you to follow.
Giddy up, buddy.
Cool. And we will, as is customary, fade to black on that. But if there are anything that, as the dice rolls progress, the level of sloshed that this guy is progresses. He is to the point now where he is slurring his speech pretty liberally, and when he rolls his dice, he's rolling his dice like an angry Laura Bailey, just throwing them everywhere. And I'll say that we're probably at about a 75-25. He's coming out on top a little bit, but he's probably not even made a whole gold piece out of you, Vargo.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep going until it seems like he's getting ready to leave, and then I'll try to buy him one more round, and I'll leave before he does. Was my plan.
I gotcha. So I'd say it's probably close to the point where, it's to the point now where it's getting dark outside, right? It's starting to get dark. And his words are getting more and more slurred, and he's like, finally, he's just like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to find my house if I can't keep this up. And he hiccups. Oh, God. Oh, that one almost came up. Okay. Varlis, my friend, it's been a pleasure. I've got to get out of here. I don't even know if I know how to walk anymore.
Well, thank you for the games. Hopefully, in the future, I'll be able to win some of that money back. I did well tonight.
Claps you on the back. Looking forward to it. So you're trying to scurry out before he does, or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go probably warn Scylla and then lurk in the shadows invisibly outside.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Once Vargo gives me the go-ahead, I'll jump out of the dagger.
Cool. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, Teala's finished her meal and she is left onto her own mission. So yeah, I'd say you real quickly make your way out of the. He goes to up to the bar to talk to a couple people and say goodbye and whatnot. So you're able to get out of the tavern with a little bit of lead time. Not sure how much lead time, but you're able to get out with a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll scoot into the alley real quick and let Scylla know he's coming out soon, and then go try to find a shadowy spot out front to hang out. I guess I'll let Jet know what's up and say maybe when we get to his house, you can pop out.
Oh, that's probably better. Yeah. I'll nod and like hold up the buckets of water. Like, you ready?
I've had enough to drink, I think.
I'll give him a thumbs up.
Cool. So heck yeah. So you guys are. Sorry, I'm just getting the camera here moved around a little bit. So you guys are able to find a nice little nook and a cranny here, probably like kind of under this tree here. Not to the point where you're like, again, we're working with a lot more of incognito than actual but it is also pretty dark out here, Vargo, so that might be working in your advantage. Because let me think again. Good lord, it is so crazy how I should have just flipped this map around so that it made sense. So it is yeah, actually the sun is fully below the far wall, the western wall, so yeah, it is almost completely dark there right now, save from the light coming out the windows. And sure as donkey shit, not too long after he comes stumbling out the front door, almost face plants on the dirt out front. He just happens to like bounce into a patron that's just now walking in, and they kind of saves him. But he does one of those long meandering stumbles where he kind of like goes this way and then down this way, and then he makes his way back this way, and then he goes back this way. And he doesn't even make it that far before he starts heading into one of the buildings here, right off the tavern, immediately. And Jet and Vargo, you guys are, and even Scylla around the corner. I mean, Scylla, you don't have eyes on him, but
right.
Vargo, you definitely are able to see that he's making his way that way.
Yeah, I'll pop my head out into the little better lit area and motion Scylla forward.
What in the hell was that?
Sounded like a printer.
Like a 1980s printer. Like one of the old belt-fed ones.
Try my laptop.
You gotta rip the paper off both sides after you print it up.
Dude, I ain't even kidding. We fully had one of those, two of those, my last job, as late as 2014, that we used daily, constantly.
That's beautiful.
It was horrible. Oh God, it was horrible. I have dreams about it still to this day, of that fucking sound. Anywho, relatively, they're apartment buildings. And he makes his way into the lower one here, and shuts the door behind him.
All right, I guess I'll let Jet out as we approach.
Yep. And Jet is wearing what appears to be a dark black mask.
Ooh, heck yeah. The Jet's out of the bag.
They'll never recognize you.
What building is it again? Sorry, I need to. I'm trying to zoom in to see it, but I can't.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God!
one with it right here.
What if
Right
we
there?
had Vargo disguise himself as Jet again, and they just do the Scooby Doo running in and out
Let's.
different
I
doors?
have something. I have an idea.
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna wait for Scylla to catch up to us.
Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
All right. This is a single story building, right, or is it 2 stories?
2 stories, but his appears to be us. Picture it like 4 apartments, and then another floor, and then 4 apartments. So he's on the bottom floor of 1.
All right. I'm going to send my familiar through, like, just kind of looking around, like, the 2nd floor to see if there's anybody, obviously, like, sitting in any of them. If it's just to see if he's alone in this house.
I gotcha. I don't ever ask for these, but roll me a D100.
Sure.
50-50 here.
How do I roll? Just dice?
/
Oh,
R
nice,
space. It's just like a Foundry, or not Foundry. It is Foundry. It's just like Roll20.
Okay.
Or you can
oh no,
just
I can just
click
I can just
the.
tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. Roll. 41.
The top floor appears to be vacant right now. Not vacant, empty. Different. There is definitely signs people are living there. But
Excellent. All right. I'm going to pull out my thieves' tools. So I can grant these 2. Does the door appear to be locked?
Make me an investigation check. I know Jet's good at those.
I am pretty decent at it. Let's find out.
God, sorry about that too. I'm looking at my audio and I realized how much my stupid cup actually peaks my audio.
That is a 12.
12. Doesn't even appear to be locked. He's sloshed.
Cool. I'm going to mage hand the. Is it a sleight of hand or a mage hand to open it without it making noise?
Go sleight of hand to try to make it open without any noise. I know I just said that I like to use spell attacks, but this kind of has its own specific thing.
Oh, not even a challenge. That is a 24.
Quiet as a field mouse.
I'm just gonna kind of jut my head, like, not even say anything, like, let's go.
You take out your little pocket oil can and oil the hinges before you like Tin Man.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Inside the doorway, there is immediately a boot. The door would try to open up against, but you're able to deftly stop it from hitting it and kind of scooch the boot out of the way. And then you see another boot, and there's like a little, probably a 10-foot entryway with a bench and a little shelf that's got nothing on it. And then there's a slight flicker of candlelight coming from your left around the corner. But that's all we can see right now. Hardwood floors, hardwood walls.
I'm going to point at Scylla and cast the message spell, just so that we don't make any noise.
Cool.
I'm going to say, Scylla, be ready with old person.
Gotcha. I give a little nod.
Cool.
The very second, we're going to time this just right. The very instant you put him under paralysis, I'm going to use... would we have some, like, a cloth that we'd use as, like a bandana that we could, like, put around his eyes?
I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll use my telekinesis to wrap it around his head.
Okay.
And we'll transfer him somewhere else, and we'll start working him.
Cool. Heck yeah. So we'll call Scylla with a held action, and yeah. You guys...
I guess I could also use a sack, now that I think about it.
Or a box. You know, Skyrim
Either
rules
way.
work.
Doesn't
Any
really matter.
kind of thing that would obstruct his view.
Anything that, yeah, we just need his view to be obstructed so he doesn't see us.
Jet just mage
Corvin
hands a
gave
box
you
over his
dirty
head.
underwear.
Where did he go?
Corvin just gave you his tidy whitey so you can float him over and drop
Gross.
him on his
Anyway.
bed.
All right.
He doesn't need him right now.
Yeah, right.
right.
So-
Let's approach where the candlelight is.
Cool. So you guys are Jet leading the way. You turn the corner, and there stands the guard, facing away from you. There's no way other to put this than urinating out of a first floor window.
Oh, my kind of guy.
He's just kind of like fully leaned his torso, top part of his body, up against the window. He is like almost, he's just so drunk. He's not having a good day.
I'm gonna look towards Scylla and nod. Like, let's do this.
Okay.
Heck yeah. So let me, that's a wisdom save on hold person, right?
Yes, it is. Let me cast it here. Yep. Got to be a 16.
At disadvantage. And he is just held as a cucumber.
And I'm going to. Would it be a sleight of hand check to like wrap something around his head using Mage Hand?
I would say at this point, with him held and facing away from you, it's not even don't even have to roll nothing.
Yeah, I think you just do it.
Yep.
So I'll tie it around his head. I'm going to immediately like point the message at Scylla, pick him up and put him in a chair. We're gonna drag him upstairs.
Cool. I grab him.
I'm going to head to the front door and I'm going to use thieves' tools to attempt to lock it. Actually, I could just lock it from the inside. I'm fucking stupid. Never mind. Why do I even have this for intelligence?
Wait, you have an intelligence of 4?
No, I have +4.
Big difference. Big difference.
Big no. Anyway, I'm gonna lock it so that we're not disturbed.
Cool. So you guys are going up to the other home, the other residence above you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
The room that I saw that was empty.
Okay. Cool. This one is locked.
Wait, why are we just taking him to a different room in the apartments? I thought
It's
you
further.
meant, like, take him out.
It's
the
further
woods or
away
something.
from the front door.
Oh, okay.
Less of a chance of someone coming in and interrupting.
I mean, I can just keep an eye out if I don't know if you two can handle this interrogation.
I mean the front door is locked, but I guess yeah. If you want to take point on guarding, Scylla is on torture duty.
Yeah.
Interrogation.
It might be a better idea than taking a statue of a person out into the street and then up the stairs into the next.
Oh, I did. I thought the stairs were inside the house.
No.
Strap him in a
Sorry.
rug.
That's fine.
I shall fetch a rug.
Moving a rug isn't suspicious.
I shall fetch her up.
So Rory hasn't seen Archer before, and we just started watching it. We just got to that episode.
Oh my
Love
god.
Oh,
Love
she's
Woodhouse.
fucking loving it.
No, when they're dead, they're just hookers.
It was really sad
I shall fetch a
about
rug.
the
Yeah.
Woodhouse voice actor dying, but
I
I love how
Yeah.
the character just got left in the basement in a swimming pool and they just never referred to him again.
I'm finished.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
But yeah, so you guys, this guy's your oyster.
All right.
He's like, you see his eyes just darting between the pair of you. Now he is just like,
Oh, he's got a bag on his head.
that's right. He's just freaking out. Yeah, he's just not having a good time.
Just preemptively, I just give him a punch.
Continuing to pee on you too.
No, he's done
Just-
with that.
Just to make sure this guy doesn't hear our voices. Again, I'm gonna message Shalla. Stand off to the side of him. I got an idea for how to make this incredibly terrifying for him. Like, I need you to keep him distracted.
So do I hit him?
He's held.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, this is all through message. Like, he's hearing none of this.
I got you.
So,
It just freaks him out even more.
oh yeah. So I'm going to.
Watch it
I'm
be
going
that you
to,
just go over and take a
stand-
bite out of his hand.
Reg, hang tight for a little bit, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool.
Yeah, let's tie this guy up, nice and good. Like tie his legs to the chair and to the back of the chair. Do we need to make checks for that? Or...
Roll me a shit. What do you do for rope tying?
Sleight of hand.
It's either that or just a straight intelligence roll.
I think so. Let me check on this real quick. Sleight of hand or intelligence. Yeah, that's what the Google's saying. So either way, your choice, man.
Ooh.
He is tied up.
Yep, just lickety split with the invisible mage hand. Just sorcerer's apprentice. Just.
Zilla, you're punching him.
Yeah,
not yet.
No. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna stand quiet as a mouse, just kind of like not right behind this guy, but enough to where if I have to mutter out the components or something, he wouldn't be able to hear me very well.
I got you.
Do I need to? In that case, I think I should probably make a stealth check, right?
Yeah, go for it. Just to blanket yourself, just in case. I mean, I don't.
Just to make it so that he is disoriented and very thoroughly frightened and confused. Oh, I didn't hit advantage. That was my fucking bad. I keep fucking forgetting to do that.
You're good, man.
That is an 18.
Yeah, you're. Let me double check on that actually. Yeah, you're probably good.
Okay.
Now you're good, and he's drunk.
I am going to burn a first level spell slot, and I'm going to cast Silent Image.
Okay, what are we making an image of?
My friend Scylla, and I guess also Vargo, you watch as this large, like 15-foot long, giant dark green serpent with 5 pitch black eyes rises from the ground and kind of bares its fangs. And with a minor illusion in my other hand, it is not a concentration spell,
right,
or cantrip. I am going to kind of motion to Scylla to like pull the bag down so he can't, or like stand behind him so he can't turn around.
Okay.
And that's what this guy said. The bag gets ripped off, and that's what this guy sees. I'm going to.
He's still held, so he's just like freaking out. He's just like darting his eyes around.
A dark voice, and I did have time to write this because I was hanging out in the dagger. This is what he hears through minor illusion as its mouth begins to move.
Okay, go for it.
I am Demonio Kai, the spirit of vengeance that feasts upon the bones of the wicked. I dwell deep beneath the seas of this island. You and your cohorts' vile actions have awakened me from my slumber. And I am so very hungry.
And you watch as it licks its lips, stares at this dude.
God,
now do I hit him?
However, should you provide the information I seek, I will spare your pathetic life. Speak, mortal, before I consume you whole.
He is still held, so he doesn't speak.
I'm gonna kind of nod to
I drop old person.
Yeah.
He still doesn't speak. He's just petrified.
Speak, mortal. My patience grows thin.
I don't know anything, I promise. I don't know anything.
Tell me who you work for. Who perpetuates these vile deeds?
What vile deeds do you speak of?
Oh, you know quite well. Child abductor.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Hell yeah, please God. I'm gonna roll this one at a time.
It is a terrifying juxtaposition when you go in and out of that voice and your normal voice, just saying.
Yeah, sorry, it's putting it. That is a 13.
13 works. I mean, I work for Maya. She's the Stormlord of the town. I don't know what you want from me.
Tell me what this woman does to defile the seas surrounding this island.
Dude, look, I'm just a guard. I don't know. He's like, now he's starting to struggle against the ropes a little bit.
I'm gonna have him float really near this guy, but not enough to where he can touch it. Like if he tries to move his head, like it won't even get close.
I got you. He like moves his head to the side actually and tries to like pull away from it, and he's like struggling real hard against it. He struggles even harder.
Perhaps you need more convincing.
And
Maybe.
would I be able to bring out one of the buckets I brought with me full of seawater?
I mean, you prepped him.
Tell me, my friend, are you a sailor by chance?
Sailor, no.
Well, if you continue to deny me the information I seek, you shall experience a sailor's greatest fear: drowning.
And like the serpent kind of looks towards you, so like as if to say like, do it.
Throw the bucket?
It just like grab him by the head and dunk him in.
Do it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just for funsies, Scylla, make me a strength check just to, because he is resisting.
Right.
Yeah. While his head's underwater, I'm gonna duck my head in and mutter to Jet, maybe you should ask him about the specific crime. Give him a hint.
10, no problem. He does. I mean, he's got, you know, he's a big dude and he's got a pretty thick neck to him, but he's able to resist for just a second before he just.
He hears inside of his head through the message spell.
Are you ready to confess your sins?
I don't know anything, he says back.
Well, we shall see.
And he actually says it out loud too, and all you hear is.
The serpent nods towards Scylla.
I hesitate like a brief moment, then I pull his head up.
He's gasping for air, looking wide-eyed, and yeah, he's just freaking out. He's like, I don't know anything, I promise.
You and your cohorts abducted a child. You will tell me where you put them.
And then he screams, help!
We both know this building's empty.
I put his head back in the water.
Help.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, and while you're doing that, Vargo, will you make me a perception check?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep this guy skewed. God, this is killing my voice, by the way.
Yeah, 10's not hot, but, and it's not a glass door whatsoever, but he screams out help right before Scylla dunks him again. It carries through the house. You don't hear anything in response to it, but you know, it's I mean, it was a loud yell.
Loud.
Yeah, it was a pretty loud yell, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, so it's hard to say. And it was a little bit slurred as well, so it was more like but yeah.
I'm gonna cast disguise self and disguise myself as him, and then move right next to the door.
Okay. Ooh, perfect.
Oh, Vargo covering our tracks.
Heck yeah. As you walk out into the front of there's a couple people walking by that kind of look at you quizzically, but they see you and they just like shake their head and keep walking.
I'm gonna shout after them, "Hey, help, I'm out of liquor."
They keep shaking their head and they keep walking on.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Oh gosh.
Do that again and I will cut your throat. I do not require your voice to extract information.
Look, I didn't take nobody's kid. I took my own.
Where is she?
Persuasion or intimidation with advantage, Jet.
Persuasion. Because that is something I'm proficient in. I will also follow it up with
You will lose one finger for each answer I do not like.
persuasion. That is a 10.
10. Okay, let me contest that. Fuck. He's got a +0.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Look, I don't know. We took her down to the tunnels. They've got leverage on all of us to keep us in line and keep us diligent. We're just trying to find the dragon and the rest of them.
What dragon do you speak?
The tall lady dragon. The muscles. Scary. And her friends. I don't know what they did, but Maya's angry with them. They're
useful.
The kids are supposed to be returned. It's not supposed to be a permanent thing. They're supposed to get the kids back as soon as they get the shipments off the island.
Do you care for this child?
She's my daughter. Of course I do. Of course I do.
What shipments?
What shipments do you refer to?
I don't know what's in them. Honest, I don't know what's in them, but there's boxes and boxes and boxes in the tunnels down there. They're stockpiling them, waiting for a ship to come.
I'm actually gonna, like, Jet is gonna look towards, like, Vargo, like, just point and message and say, like, anything else.
Where the entrances are?
I nod like, oh, okay, yeah.
Where are the entrances to these mines?
Oh, it's not a mine, Mr. Demon. It's not a mine. It's just, there are tunnels underneath the ground. They're everywhere. The main entrance is by the guild house. There's a few back entrances though that they don't know about.
Where are these back entrances?
How do I know you're not going to just kill me when I'm done here?
As I said, if you give me the information I require, my appetite will be sated, for now.
One
Sorry.
more persuasion or intimidation. With advantage again.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this voice up soon. Oh god. This was a mistake.
Ooh, that's good.
Hey.
That's good. Listen. Okay. Do you know where the town of Cowanai is? Not Cowanai. Oh god, what is that stupid town called? 10 seconds, guys. Sorry. Oh gosh. Wait. Do I have that map on here? No, I don't. 10 more seconds. Sorry.
Did y'all just hear the printer again?
I did. I don't.
I was just curious if I was the only one.
It's talking to us. There it is. Okay, cool. Open that with photo viewer.
The AI has become sentient. It speaks in dot matrix.
Are you familiar with the village of Kauahu? It's
I am.
it's about halfway there. It's about halfway there. There's a tree that was struck by lightning, and he's just trying his hardest to keep his shit together. If you go off the road towards the south, 30 or I don't know how many. Off the road there a ways, there's a sinkhole. That'll get you into the tunnels. I beg you, just let me live.
You stole a necklace. Produce it.
It's actually around his neck right now.
Just very subtly, but I'm gonna make it look like the demon is casting the magic. The invisible mage hand is going to grab the necklace and slowly loop it around his head.
Perfect. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Sure. Oh god. Fuck. My throat's gonna be so sore tomorrow.
But you're killing it tonight, man. You
Hell
really
yeah.
are.
Dude, it's
I'm doing
freaking
my
dope.
best.
Yeah,
27.
you totally get it off. Yeah. Hey,
I'm gonna make it look like the demon plucked it up with its fangs.
hey.
You will never bother the woman you stole it from again. Or I will come find you and feast upon your bones.
Okay, I'll do my best.
And once you're reunited with that child and the woman, you will cherish that child. Or if you do not, I will devour you all.
Is she the one that told you about this? I swear to God.
Swear to
Foolish
me.
immortal.
I know of all misdeeds above the waves.
Are you saying some mortal could control me?
And I'm going to get up in his face.
Listen, I don't know what to say. I don't know. But I swear to God, if she... Oh my God, if she sold me out. Scylla and Jet, you guys are totally cool to roll insight checks if you'd like.
Sure.
Scylla, that's a hell of a roll.
28.
15.
Scylla, we're going to get real for a second here. You know what kind of guy this is. You know the moment that he gets loose, he's gonna...
Yeah, I put his head back under the water.
Oh, well,
I'm also gonna message. I'm gonna message Scylla. I'm gonna say break one of his arms.
All right. Yeah, while his head's under the water, I just grab his right arm below the elbow and just wrench it.
Give me a strength check with advantage, Scylla.
Oh, I was gonna let this guy go too. Oh, shame. That sucks.
Shouldn't have mentioned the mother.
That was my.
Oh.
I didn't think he'd be that much of a scumbag, but I guess I was wrong.
Scylla, you break bone. Like, in the middle, it's not gonna heal good.
I put a bit too much into it, and I just folded at the forearm instead of the elbow.
Well, he's tied up, so it's kind of hard to get that, joint right where you need it, so you made your own. With that, though, he is going to go to try to scream if anybody wants to try and stop him.
No, his head is underwater.
Oh, that's right, it is.
Yeah, that's the perfect way.
I'm gonna start inhaling one.
Oh, yeah, he sure is. Oh. Holy cow.
Remember, kids, a good bucket is innovative.
So, just for curiosity's sake, how long are you going to hold his head under, Scylla?
Oh, until I hear, until sound stops, and then I'll pull him up.
Until the bubbles stop.
Yeah.
It
Until he
takes,
stops.
it takes a frustratingly long amount of time, but eventually they do stop. You can thank freaking Gygax for inventing the rules for suffocation.
Why must you lie to me?
Listen, just kill me if you're gonna kill me and get it over with.
You have supplied ample information. However, you threaten an innocent woman's life. Quite a conundrum.
She's not innocent, man. She sold me out.
Oh, my right hand is going for my axe.
28 insight check, Scylla. Even with probably an arm that he's gonna lose, you understand that when he gets out of here, he is going to tie up loose ends.
Yeah, his head comes off.
It's just fun. Roll me that attack.
I don't have that axe popping up in my inventory.
Oh, that's weird. Let me look at you real quick.
His head fall down and go boom.
I mean, it's going to. Inventory. I see a great axe and a battle axe. They're both not equipped for some reason. There we go.
Huh. Interesting.
Foundry man.
Cool.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll see the battle axe.
Heck yeah.
I mean, he's restrained.
Oh yeah, he's.
Yeah.
And that easily hits. Yeah, he is. He's not in a good spot, and he is.
Yeah.
That 7 doesn't even need to be rolled. It's a dramatic effect swing, and he is.
I wanted to take a couple of shots to do it.
Oh yeah, no, I would actually like hold Scylla back and be like, "Now make him suffer."
Yeah, it's been a minute since I sharpened the axe.
Would I be able to make an investigation check to find the most, the parts that aren't vital but will definitely hurt like the most?
Yeah.
I guess that would be my equivalent of the help action.
And this is why torture is against the Geneva Convention.
Geneva isn't a city in Abhaile.
There's no Canadians who are to make that list.
This guy. This is my bad. Like the lady said he wasn't entirely a dick. I bought into that.
Well,
that's on me, guys. Sorry.
How dare you have morals?
and while you guys are in here and have a moment, you guys tossing the place?
Once this guy, is he dead?
He is on his way to it. Yeah. Scylla, you're more than welcome to chop away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Scylla do business. And I'm gonna make a few investigation checks to look around.
I'll take another attack, but I'm gonna purposely swing a little wide and clip him on the shoulder instead.
Oops.
Yeah, that definitely does. Oh, yeah.
George jumps
And he
out
dies
of
out from
Vargo's
bloodlust, though.
bag and just starts peeing on him.
So yeah, you get that taken care of. Jet, you want to roll me the couple? Just roll me 2 investigation checks. It's a small place.
Yeah. Vargo, do you want to help me out?
Yeah, awesome. I can do the help action, I guess.
Cool.
Unless, yeah.
That's nat 20 for the first one.
Yeah, it is.
You found his porn stash.
23 for the second, or 22 for the second one. So 30 and 22.
Heck yeah. So I'll honor your 30 immediately. You find, and Vargo, you'll remember that he did not have this on his person when he came into the tavern. He has a short sword that is made entirely out of shadow glass. And he also has a dagger that is very well made and likely it's a nice dagger.
Right.
And then as well as this dude does not have you see those memes of single dudes apartments where it's a box spring mattress and a TV on a milk crate. It's kind of that.
I feel personally attacked.
Yeah, there's really not much bullshit, man. I've seen your place. There's really not much going on though. There are a handful of pieces of parchment that you find that have Scylla's face, Shalla's face, and Vargo's face.
Man, this guy's terrible at his job.
Oh yeah, he's horrible at his job, and he was drunk. They
Didn't say Corvin's face. That means I'm in the clear.
I was getting there. They're all not the greatest drawings either. Like Scylla's like fully looks almost like a reindeer, like a like a stick figure reindeer that a kindergartner would draw, kind of like. So it's not the greatest in the whole world. And then there's a handful of assorted garments, clothing, stuff like that. A set of leather armor, and looks like 3 empty bottles of wine, and a handful of like plates and utensils. There's really not a lot going on in here.
I'm gonna turn towards Vargo and Scylla. We shouldn't take too much. We need to make this look like an isolated incident that's unconnected to us.
Who else would chop the guy's head off?
Not entirely sure, but let's keep him guessing.
Okay, what if we didn't leave him in here? Well, I guess it might be hard to get him out of the city.
Well, I was going to say we leave him here and we send a message. I mean, that guy thinks a demon killed him.
He thinks that, but he ain't with us no more.
He thought that,
I was going to say, you just did all that work with that voice to terrify him and get this.
Hey, it was good for the people at home.
It
though.
was absolutely fantastic.
I mean, actually, it might even be better that he's dead, because we can... I'm actually going to take some of his blood and put it on the mage hand. And I'm going to start scrawling something on the wall behind him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Hell yeah. It's so great. Hell yeah.
I'll write you what it says, but it basically says, It says, "We are the followers of Demonio Kai. We are here for you, Maya."
Ooh, I dig it. Heck yeah.
That's a lot of blood.
That is a lot. This guy produced a
This
lot
guy's
of
got
blood.
lots of it.
Most of it's not where it's supposed to be anymore, actually.
The guy's getting
And,
looking like a squeezed dry packet of ketchup.
Just as another, just kind of act of defiance, because they employ these like shadow blades. I'm gonna tell Scylla, shove the blade through his chest.
I do it.
Or take it with you.
No.
Heck yeah, I dig it so much. So as you guys are finishing up in there, we're going to cut real quick back over to Corvin to wrap things up for the night. So while
I feel like Corvin's about to walk into a giant trap.
So while you're attending to the night's activities, Corvin, will you make me 2 persuasion checks and an insight check? The persuasion checks you can roll at advantage. The insight is straight.
Thank you. You said persuasion, correct?
Yep.
At advantage?
Yeah, come on, you got it, boy. Do it.
Okay, got a 10 and one more of those.
Come on, my guy, you got this. Come on, you got it. Hey!
Hey,
There we go.
that's a good one.
There we go.
And roll me that insight check.
Absolutely.
Come on, baby. Big numbers. Big numbers.
I got a +0, so whatever I roll,
Big
is gonna
numbers.
be it.
Big.
Wow.
Oh no!
All right.
Shit.
Fart nuggets.
Well,
Perfect. And I have one more roll to ask for you, Corvin.
he died as he lived.
I gotta have a performance check.
Oh,
you're
come on. Don't be a one-punch chump. Come
Constitution
on.
base.
No, this is performance,
If I
baby.
ever got a nat 20, it would be wonderful.
Hey,
Come on. You can't get the double nat 1. It's not a thing.
a
I
16.
got a 16, I'll take it.
16 on a performance is fantastic. A 22 persuasion check. She's around people all the time, and her job is, contrary to what people might believe, actually information gathering. And she's able to provide quite a bit of useful information for you, Corvin, that we'll get to first thing next week. We're going to go ahead and cut it there. As always, guys, it's been awesome, and we will see you next week. Take care.